Hi, I'm Gina Narcissi, and today I'm speaking with Dylan Martin for CRN In Depth, where we cover a big story happening now with the reporter who covered the news. So, Dylan, this month you've been diving deep into the topic of AI PCs and why they could be a big deal for the channel. So, first off, can you talk about what AI PCs are and how are they different from normal PCs?
This year we suddenly started hearing a lot about, just what you said, AI PCs. And these are PCs, mainly laptops that they come with processors that are expressly designed to accelerate a variety of AI workloads. So you can imagine, something computer vision related, like say it's something with Teams and improving the way it, follows your face around or does visual effects, to even more complex things like you can imagine ChatGPT, but instead of relying on cloud computing, Azure, whatever, you're actually doing all the processing locally on your computer. And the idea is that, this will be more secure. It will improve privacy. It will also improve the latency. Um, the model size may not be nearly as big as what you can get with the actual ChatGPT or other cloud-based generative AI applications. But the whole idea is that, you just want to run these AI workloads on the computer locally as opposed to using cloud computing.
So, who are the major players making AI PCs happen?
Yeah, so on the processor side, we have Intel, AMD, Qualcomm, and Apple. Apple, of course, makes its own chips for its Mac computers. But really, I would say Intel, AMD, and Qualcomm are the ones who are really talking a big game about AI PCs and how their processors can enable them. And we also have major OEMs like Dell Technologies, HP, Lenovo, and then there are more than that. But from a channel perspective, I would say those are the biggest players.
But there are so many AI applications we already use on our PCs. So will AI PCs really make that much of a difference?
I think that is the big question that the chip designers and the OEMs will need to answer over the next few years. We have started to see some interesting applications demonstrated, and like I said, this is all about these companies like Intel and HP. They need to prove that it is better to run some of these AI applications on the computer, on the personal computer, relying on the local processing than relying on, cloud computing. And the thinking with all the players behind the AI PC movement is that this could hopefully also reduce the cost for at least some of the AI applications we're using or will use in the future.
How big would you say is the opportunity right now for the channel?
Yeah, I've talked to some executives at some of the bigger companies like Intel and Lenovo and AMD, and they don't expect a hockey stick growth or explosive growth at the beginning. It seems like it's more like they expect a kind of a steady drumbeat of growth over the next several years. So we'll see some adoption next year, and then it will be go faster the next year and then faster the following year. And Microsoft, I should mention, is also a really big player. And Microsoft is working on next gen features for their Copilot AI assistant that will use a mix of cloud computing and the local processing from a personal computer. So I have heard from Intel's chief commercial officer, for instance, Christoph Schell, that he believes the refresh opportunity with PCs, AI PCs, is significant, but you're not going to expect to see like double digit, like high double digit or triple digit growth in the same way that we have seen with AI computing in the cloud. So I think it's going to be something that channel partners need to pay attention to and, kind of ramp up their capabilities as things continue to grow over the next few years.
For more, check out Dylan's AI PC Week series and his most recent story on Intel's Core Ultra processor launch on CRN.com. Dylan, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.